Trigger warning. This episode includes scenes that may be triggering for some listeners, particularly involving religious trauma. If these themes are difficult for you, we encourage you to prioritize your well-being and listen with caution.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting session for the Untold Archives, Forsaken, the Jewel of Orvos. My name is Ghosty. I'm joined by these lovely people here. We have Danny, we have Questy, we have Guy, and we have Jen. I remembered all your names, guys. That's we're getting somewhere.
It's a big step
hard part's
considering how
done.
long we've been hanging out.
This time. Oh, goodness. Thank you all for joining us. We're so excited to be playing tonight. Another Wednesday. If you weren't here last time, here's a quick recap. Our friendly group of adventurers finally got together, all under the same roof, whether willingly or not. The three of our group that went off to, two different missions, one group to the prison, another group to Lord Viramontis's house, finally reassembled to discuss what they all learned separately. And Serena, our lovely religious acolyte, somehow got a hold of a paper from Sujin's mother, which contacted an assassination organization, who then led her to their secret meeting place, where she was promptly held as a political prisoner, eventually turned to just going along with it. You know how these things go. The group then split up again, just, NPCs splitting up with player characters instead, and our lovely group of adventurers went back to Viramontis's house because Mara just had a gut feeling that they missed something. And sure enough, they did. Breaking into Viramontis's study once more with little to no effort, they were able to find a puzzle that led to a secret bookcase stairwell, which down below housed thousands upon thousands of sleeping bodies, all hooked up to machines that was siphoning off a red liquid that they've come to know as the Red Dream, a new drug in Valtressa. Before fighting could take place whatsoever, the group was able to escape as the bodies started to arise, while Serena had a long overdue conversation with her god? Question mark? And that is where we left off, with the part of the group escaping back to Sujin's hotel, and the other part being whisked away back to their bedroom at the Laurent estate. We're going to go ahead and start off once again, moving to the past. We once again find the man in a metal room. He screams as he feels the sharp point of a blade slowly enter his chest. As his throat goes raw, the point retracts from his ribs and a dry laugh escapes his lips. He stares at the metal walls around him through bleary eyes that blink rapidly to keep out the blood and sweat dripping down his face. His arms pull tightly at their restraints, trying to adjust his body in some way to alleviate the painful burn in his muscles. You laugh? The voice of his torturer reaches across the room. Hollow steps echo around the words as the form of a man appears before him. The image before him is fuzzy for a moment, before a rough cloth is ripped across his face. A broad and glintingly armored soldier stands before him. A short sword and cape adorn the otherwise bland metal plate. Yes, I laugh. I scream, and I laugh again. A vicious cycle. The man responds. Far be it from me to judge how you handle torture. Oh, come on, Thalsir. Don't tell me I'm boring you. The man breaks out into another scream as the soldier brings the scythe in his hands to rest inside his shoulder. Enough. You've given me what I wanted yet. The soldier presses down hard on the wooden handle before ripping it free once more. I told you, I won't tell you where they are. The man blinks a few times, out of breath, before giving a shudder and dropping his head. The soldier steps forward after a few moments, hesitant, before the man raises his head once more, inhaling deeply. Whoa! Passed out there for a minute. Where were we? The soldier stares at the man in silence for a long time, letting the room fill with the sounds of their breath. As the man's face startles when a deep laugh leaves the soldier, his shoulders shaking with force. You amuse me, Varkis. Maybe in a few lifetimes I'll come visit you and see if your tongue has loosened some. And with that he turns and begins to march out of the room. Wait. A quiet call from the man stops the soldier in his tracks. Come back, I'll tell you. And the soldier does. He turns and takes a step, only to stop once more, for the man no longer hangs from a post in the center of the room. As the soldier rushes forward and looks around in alarm, he hears a door behind him begin to shut. I really thought you had caught on to my ruse when you won our fight so easily, my friend, the man says through the quickly closing gap in the doorway. But you have such a thirst for blood, it clouded your judgment. Varkis! The soldier yells as he rushes towards the door, too late as it locks in place. I'll admit, the man calls from the other side. You're an artist with the blade, but the world no longer needs your contributions to its wars. The man lets out another laugh over the sounds of armored hands beating against the doorway. I'd say I'm sorry, but I stopped feeling quite some time ago. The man wipes his own blood from the scythe in his hands and whistles as he walks away. As we move forward through time again, those same hands that we saw gingerly wiping away blood off of a blade press the soft face of a girl, pressing tears away as they wash from her eyes. The room is lit only by the moon outside. Serena.
What?
Tell me what you're thinking.
I'm thinking of that old tree when I used to sit there at sundown. And when I would hold the hands of the dying and help their suffering, help their loved ones suffering. I thought that warmth and peace and everything was for good. And then I called out to you or whatever. And this is what I meant with. You let those people stay there, drained, and that's not death, and that's not life either. And if this is who you are, if this is you as my God, I can't follow down this path. I don't want to be a monster. I can't be.
Serena, think of me as a monster.
I don't know what to think anymore.
You were not meant to see that yet. One day, yes. When you are ready. At what time? Time, I have found, is the only cure for uncertainty and doubt and worry. It all washes away.
I don't have the time to sit by and let you do this to people.
What would you have me do?
I don't know why. I don't. There is no reason for what you or whoever is doing this to these people. You say that there's a better way and that this isn't how it goes, but all I have seen is this is how it goes. And you want to, what, kill the whole world? For what? You say that it's time for a change, but what needs to change?
This is interesting. Of all the thought I put into making someone like me, I did not think of the full picture. That's new for me. I did not anticipate feelings. Right. The world must change because it always does. And before we had the gods to change it. Now all that is left is me. A natural cycle, you see. Men come to power through greed and torture and sin. Those men are overthrown, replaced by men with honor, love. Those men are replaced, men of sophistication, of movement, of ability. And the cycle continues. Every now and then, the cycle must be reset.
What have you done with the gods?
What was deserved?
I don't believe that. I don't believe.
Of course you wouldn't. Of course you don't. Because you grew up hearing about the gods from my mouth. You understand their nature from my imagination. I wrote your scriptures. I taught at your schools. I embedded myself in your lives. You believe what I want you to believe. And I could just as easily make you believe something else. You want to know what the gods were like, what they deserved? It's a horror I would not wish upon anyone. They used us. We were playthings to them, nothing more than vessels for them to use for their inane wars and their fights and their pleasures. They did not care for us, not like I care.
It seems to me that you only care about yourself, and that is not someone worth following.
He reaches forward and grabs you by the base of your neck and under your arm and brings you up. You are living proof that I care.
No, I'm not. You took me, an innocent, and made me into your own pet, in your words. And that's love. I'm supposed to be grateful for you giving me this eternal life I did not ask for. That goes against everything that I stand for.
You think that I am... You stand for pigments. Your ideology, your belief. An elaborate ruse. A way to cater to the masses. Keep them in check. If you believe so wholeheartedly that you are in the right, then preach. Use your unnatural life. Spread your word. And check back with me in 1,000 years. Tell me how it goes.
You will not live another 1,000 years.
If you find a way to kill me, Serena, I will happily bleed out in front of you. Good luck. He turns and begins to walk away from you.
I walk in the opposite direction.
You're inside of your room.
Then I walk out the fucking door.
Okay. As you get to the doorway, you hear the sound of your window opening. And then, oh, and one more thing. I will find those responsible for tonight. Do you wish to know what happens to them, or should I just hide away the bodies?
Well, I'll be there with them, so.
Not if I get there first. And he jumps out the window.
Bust down the hall, running.
Okay. You still have the psychic link up.
I think we heard everything, right? I mean, if you're thinking it, like, we kind of probably heard it, right?
Yeah.
You would have heard at least her side.
Yeah.
I think we're in the hotel, and I just send the image of us, like, running through the lobby. I don't know if that's how it works, but, like, to show it through our eyes, like
back to the meeting place.
are we gonna make it? Like, are we, like, running down the lobby, like, stairs to the lobby right now?
Yeah, and I mean that's where we're headed, right? Is like back to the apartment or whatever. Is it an apartment? What is this place that we're heading to?
It's more like a group of office buildings. So it's like it's a group of offices in a single building.
Okay.
That you're in. Yeah.
We're heading towards cubicles.
You're heading towards shared workspace.
My safe place.
Sublet.
Fine. The guy with the coffee.
Yeah.
Snatch it. Yeah, we're booking it.
You guys are running through the hotel when you everyone give me perception checks as you make it outside.
17.
17. Okay. And was your hotel located in the Brass Quarter?
Where did you? Let me see. I think so.
12 for me.
5, unless it's made about traps. In which case, I'd like to know again.
Yeah,
It's-
I think
it's-
so.
Not made about traps.
There's a
Okay.
trap outside this high-class hotel.
This high-class hotel is the trap. It's a tourist trap.
Oh,
So you deal with advantage.
got it. I don't know if that's how it works, but
I don't know.
So you are in the Brass Quarter.
Yeah.
Then you know you're not super far away from the meeting point. However, as you're running, the mist in the air has a red tinge to it.
oh, can we cover? Like, can we mask up? Like,
On that 18 perception, I think you don't notice anybody reacting to that. Like there's no one nothing's happening as far as anybody having any sort of physical or very out there reaction to it. But you notice that there is a very small red tinge to the mist around.
they've already done it.
We
Are
have-
we too late?
Our plan doesn't change.
I thought we had more time. Wait, Nightforge. I thought the Mad Mage. I thought we had more time.
He wasn't as specific as we would have liked. Listen,
They didn't have a choice. They probably moved up their plans. We know the source.
Okay, Serena, get here now and safe, but quick. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Do we need to go back to Varamontis's right now and destroy it?
Let's. Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Let's go ask Oleg first. Don't you dare
Wait.
tell him I said that.
I
well,
wouldn't dare, dear.
can we trust? So Serena's seen where Oleg is hiding. She's seen our hiding place.
You heard the conversation they just had.
She's denounced him. He tricked her. He wasn't that's not what she was about, at least unless this is a really good ruse. Can I insight check my own, what I heard in my head?
Yeah.
Tone of voice, yeah.
Yeah. Give me an inside check on mental tone.
13.
I think on a 13, you can trust this as much as you could trust any, still in process information that you get when on a job. You have to go with your gut on this one. It's not a, there's no yes or no here.
I don't think we have a choice. I think we need all the help.
No, I believe you misunderstand what I meant by that. I believe we can trust Serena. There was
It's
nothing
really-
deceptive about the way she was.
Okay.
She sort of.
The echo from. If you just take that thing off, we might be able to.
No.
communicate. Okay.
Listen, whoever this deity is, I'll take him to be Dream Eater, yes?
Varkis is his
Do
name.
we know?
You hear in your head.
Right. And is he in your head? I should wonder. Is there any reason that he
Is there a
can see your
connection?
thoughts?
I don't know. He said that If I dreamed I could speak to him, I don't want to speak to him. I assume that it may be.
Serena, you're making your way back to the brass quarter, correct?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check as you go right across on the gondola to the brass quarter from the Golden Heights.
Okay. +9.
Right.
+23.
Normally, when making this trip, it's high enough that you can look out across Valtressa and see, even at night, like the glowing lights, of all the different parts of it. You can't see the mistways tonight. It's completely blotted out in a red cloud.
There's a situation. The mistways, they're fully red cloud. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't.
Just get here as fast as you can, as safe as you can. We'll
We're in
have
red
to
fog here as well.
So just it's red air. Let's go. Get here quick.
As you make your way, I'll make your way back to the safe house location that you were at before the offices. The door is busted in. And in that you see, give me either perception or survival checks.
22. If I'm there.
Nat 20.
Oh yeah,
Boom.
baby.
On Sujin's dice, baby. The blood dice.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Only a 7 because Mara is shouldering through that door as fast as possible without looking.
Nat 20, so 23.
Perfect.
12.
12. Okay, perfect. You would all see this then, except for Mara, who, as she has stated, busts through the door and goes in. You see a trail of blood leading up to the stairs, because it's on the 3rd floor that you guys would be on. There's a fair amount of blood.
Mara.
She running. Oleg!
From up, I think as you're yelling that as you get to the 2nd floor, you hear from above you, Mara! And
I've never run faster in my life.
As you make your way to the room that you found yourself in, you see Oleg with a really bad gash across his shoulder. His shirt and armor have been flung off to the side of the room as he's holding down Prim, who is thrashing wildly on the ground, yelling and screaming, and looks like but her eyes are closed shut tightly, and she's crying red tears. As he's holding her down, he turns, looks to you, and goes, "Help me!" and begins to try to pin her down. For her small frame, she's still putting up a lot of struggle.
As I'm helping hold down, I yell, Nightforge, upstairs now, fast as possible.
Okay, I come upstairs as fast as possible.
I think it's the Red Dream. Can you do it again?
This was not the Red Dream last time.
Can you try it?
Before I do this, what do I know about the Red Dream? Because the last person was overdosing, so I use haste to give like a jump start to their heart. Based on what limited I know about the Red Dream, would I think that it would work?
I don't know that you, with what you know from the Red Dream, give me a medicine check.
7.
Based off of what you know between the Red Dream and, let me double check here.
I know, I was trying to remember what the name of the drug was.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name of the drug was.
Mirth dust.
Yep, mirth dust.
Brain.
You know that the Red Dream is a derivative of mirth dust, but it's changed so much because mirth dust is a powder. This is, a liquid form. It metabolizes differently. It's gonna affect it in some different way. Affect the body in some different way. She's showing all the signs of an overdose, but not in the same way that people do with mirth dust, where that guy was kind of more catatonic. And so I don't think I think that hasting them would not.
That's kind of what my gut is telling me.
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, you wouldn't know what to do in this situation.
We knock her out? Can I go up and try to knock her out, like hit her in the back of the head?
I'm just trying to figure out if I have
I have something after Sujin.
Give me a medicine check, Sujin.
15.
You get the feeling that it's not that she's not awake as it is.
Should we just tie her up? Is there rope? Do we have anything laying around?
I have rope.
Let's go.
I'd like
boy
to touch her and cast Death Ward. So for the next 8 hours, if she would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, it goes to 1 instead, or if an effect will kill her instantaneous, it negates that. So I'm just gonna...
Okay.
I don't know anything about drugs.
I mean, but you do though, because you take it. What happens to you when you take it? Like, quick.
I see a dream and then I'm fine. I feel great. I'm not the same as y'all. It doesn't translate.
Oh, like what happened?
Holding down her shoulders as she thrashes, almost seizure-like. We made it to the location that you told us about. Mother Meyer was there, growing these red plants. They were growing right before our eyes, like nothing I've ever seen before. We got into an altercation. She fell and hit one of the flowers, and it bloomed. And then they all started to bloom. They were in this red water. And as the pollen fell in the water, it started spreading everywhere. And Prim tried to rush over and tripped and fell into the water. And I grabbed her, but she was like this. Meyer got away.
So is this the fog over the city? It's not the... We found where the Red Dream is manufactured. I think this is different.
This seems more like a spill rather than the intentional attack.
How are the plants related to the sleepers?
That part I'm not sure yet. I don't suppose we could go back there.
Can't.
Can you... Nightforge, you asked for one of the Red Dream samples to study.
Yes.
Could you gather some that's in the air and compare them?
It's like particles, or it's like vapor?
It's like the mist that's always around the city has that red tint to it.
Yes. I believe it, I can. Can I go try to get some of this now? We can't stay here. Who kicked in the door?
I assume that was you.
I did. I didn't have time for door handles.
Right. I understand that.
Where can we go?
Yes, I'll be a minute. I'm gonna go outside. I have an idea for getting this vapor.
They're right, we can't stay.
Where can we go? The hotel is compromised. My father's house obviously isn't safe. What do we have?
What about well, like, I know you don't want to go back, but no one's there. We wouldn't be putting anyone else in danger.
If you think it would be safe, okay.
I think it's the best option that we have right now.
I also know of a place.
Oh.
If the need is dire. Hold this thought. I'm gonna go outside. But
do you have anything to pack or like? Are we...
no, I'm going outside because I have an idea. So there's the mist, the like vapor in the air. So what I'm gonna do, because Tinker is doing Tinker shit.
Tinker gonna tinker.
I'm just pour out a potion of something or whatever, like absentmindedly uncork it, and I hold it upside down. I toss down one of my baubles, and I'm going to use heat metal. I'm going to get the vapor to rise up into the bottle.
Science, bitch.
Science, bitch. Yeah, I'm going to just like hold it upside down, and so the vapor is like rising up into it, condensing on the bottom, and I'm gonna cork it.
There's that +5 intel. +5 intel right there, baby.
You get a bottle of slightly red tinted vapor and a point of inspiration because that was beautiful.
We need to clip that. We need to clip that. That's TikTok right there.
Some science nerd is gonna be like, actually.
Listen, I thought we were gonna do it the Marine Corps way. We would send junior Marines out to get air samples with plastic bags, and you just see them running around trying to get, and they would. They
just breathe in as deeply as you can, hold their breath, and then they.
We did a lot of hazing. But this is better. This was better.
And then you give them a crayon as a little treat.
No, that's only for the goodest of boys, not
not junior Marines.
Okay, all right.
Disgusting.
So moving on.
Right. I produce the bottle.
Wherever we're going, we need to go soon. We're
going to need to be stealthy.
And by the way, while you've all been talking, Prim is still screaming and writhing.
I'm trying to. Can I try and medicine check this? Because I'm trying to stabilize her and help her right now.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
What the fuck is that? Light. Okay. 24.
Ooh.
On a 24, give me on a 24. Give me a what's it called? Wow. Words for things that we do checks on.
Make an attack roll.
History, Arcana.
Roll. Nope.
Survival.
None of those things. It's a saving throw.
Survival.
A saving throw.
Sleight of hand.
Yep.
Wisdom,
Constitution. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, guys.
We're professionals.
If I eat her, I swear to God, I will cry. Okay, no. 18, 19, 20, 21.
You feel that nagging at the back of your head and that rawness in your throat as you stand over Prim, crying these red tears, and you're able to ignore it in the face of someone actively writhing in pain in front of you.
Yeah.
But you haven't felt that kind of hunger without Red Dream being around.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think you get the idea in your head that that's right now coursing through her veins is just a crap ton of this Red Dream.
Mara, I am about to do something very gruesome, and I am sorry, but I feel this is the only way to save her. Please do not shoot me.
First of all, I don't shoot people, I stab them. Second of all, hold on a second. And she takes off the emerald necklace that she's wearing and puts it onto Prim. And it is an amulet of health. So her constitution score is 19 now. I don't know what it was before.
Not 19. Am I good to go now, or I'm gonna lean down and
I will probably not kill you.
I'm gonna lean down and bite her and start sucking it out.
Whoa, is that okay? Are we okay with this?
I
Just
forgot
let her
Suju was in
try.
the room.
She's gonna kill her. Where'd I go?
Just let her try.
She went to like the window to watch Nightforge do his thing. She was like hoping he was gonna do the air thing, but
I didn't have a bag.
I guess that guy is smart. What the fuck? Okay.
Serena, normally when you fed before you knew what Red Dream was, or that you fed on dreams and not on blood, the taste of blood made you gag. It wasn't good. You just knew that was part of the only way you could, feed and not feel hungry anymore. Not realizing that it was the dreams that you were draining from these people that was sustaining you.
Yeah.
This time around, the blood still has that coppery taste that sets your skin on edge, but it's never tasted sweeter.
Well, how does Prim look?
Prim slowly starts to stop thrashing around.
In the dying way?
Her breath
I do
begins
have
to
death
even
ward.
out. And after a moment, she goes pale, but otherwise stops thrashing.
I think it's working.
Or is she just dying?
But the question is, how much can we take reasonably?
Serena,
Mhm.
do you stop?
Has the sweetness diluted any?
No.
I'm gonna roll for it.
I mean,
That's a nat 1. No, I do not stop.
Because,
Continue.
No, sorry.
Me.
No, you're good. You continue feeding on her blood. I'm gonna make another roll.
Do we just let her go? Like, do we like looking at like?
Her breath becomes shallow.
Okay, okay,
Serena,
stop.
Serena.
Stop. Get her off.
What's your
Nightforge,
armor
get her off.
class?
A 21.
Serena, now.
Yeah.
Stop
On a
now.
nat 20, Oleg kicks you off of her.
I'm assuming I can't
Spark.
use my reaction to negate that nat 20.
That's update. That's if you wanted to try and do that. That's
No,
fine.
I'm gonna allow him to kick me off.
Okay. He stands over her, battle ready, facing you.
She is like, I'm assuming she landed like against a wall or something.
Yeah, just on the ground there. Like,
you all see like tears just start to go down her face. I'm sorry. Red Dream, she was filled with it. I couldn't. Blood tastes different than Red Dream, and it was a lot of Red Dream, and I'm sorry.
Did it work?
Right. We'll deal with that later. Sujin,
Yes.
she needs medical attention. No, I have a place we can take her, but we're going to need to be discreet.
I got us. Pass without trace.
No, I was going to ask if you could do your portal thing.
The portal just
portal-
goes
It's just gonna go
Or
to
it only goes to the one spot.
Mm-hmm.
unless I do it every day for a year.
Oh, no. That's not going to work.
We have other things. I have, phantom speed. I could, do a couple of things for a couple of people, maybe.
I feel like pass without a trace would be okay.
It's a +10 if we did pass without a trace to stealth. That's what. How far is it? How far are we going, Nightforge? Where are we going?
How is Rabbit Person's looking bad?
Yeah, and Oleg's looking worried.
Okay. I am going to write on a piece of paper the address to my manor and I'm going to fold it and I'm going to put it into Sujin's hand. Don't make me regret this. And then I'm going to grab Rabbit, haste myself, and I'm going to fly to my manor.
Gotcha. Love that. That's beautiful. You explode out the window, down and through, across the night sky of Valtressa. I think you would see the red tinge all over, especially from the sky. It's very much so lessened on the plateaus where the main city areas are, but you see between them and in all the lower level districts, it's completely blacked out red.
But where we're going, it's not going to be so in the nice part of town.
In the Golden Heights, it's just that small hint of red like around the edges, and then like partially throughout. As Nightforge takes off with Prim, Oleg whispers something and touches his shoulder, and it begins to stitch back together.
Ooh.
I forgot about him being
Well, that's
hurt.
new.
Mara, I only have a few hours.
Few
Prim
hours.
needs to be okay.
Okay, let's go.
What? We're being hunted by the Dream Eater. He found us, and we found the source, one source apparently, of Red Dream.
Oh. Okay. None of that matters if Prim doesn't wake up. So let's focus on that first. He'll turn to Serena. Are you good?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm good.
Can we trust you?
I believe so.
Okay. You'll look at Sujin. I need you to disable me if...
Say less.
Not
preferably
not with a gun, Sujin.
Yeah, preferably not, critically injure or kill me. Just be prepared.
I'm always prepared. Let's go. Pass without a trace, plus 10 stealth for everybody.
Okay. Go ahead and let's make a group stealth roll, ladies and gentlemen. Nightforge, don't worry about yours. We'll talk in a moment.
25.
Okay.
I don't get advantage on stealth. That's wild.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Wild.
19 plus 12. 19 plus 12 plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
At one point, they lose you, Sujin.
22, and I rolled a 4. So
Wow.
it feels good.
Fantastic. Only got a
41.
26.
41.
So you guys are able to make it through the streets with, and if anyone wants to give me like an insight check on the streets.
Inside on the streets.
Inside on the streets.
Oh, that's a plus 9.
14.
Yeah, 14.
26.
Sujin, did you not?
14.
Oh, 14. Oh, you both got 14?
Yeah.
Both got 14.
Fun. Serena, you notice that there is a definite change in the air. People are acting like giddier around as you make it further and further the edge of the brass quarter back across the gondola to the Golden Heights. And then as you move deeper into the Golden Heights, you notice that lessens a little bit. As you guys make it to a not large manor house, but definitely one of the smaller manor houses in the Golden Heights. There's a gate outside, gilded with an A right in the center of it. and as you walk towards it, you hear a voice suddenly come over what sounds like it's very crackly. Um, State your business.
Have I been here before? I've been here before, haven't I?
You've never been here before.
Do I know, like, do I recognize the symbols?
You know whose house this is.
Oh, Mara. No way.
Who-
Yes, we are friends of Nightforge.
Who is
There's
it?
silence for a moment, and then you hear a brrr, and the gate swings open. Nightforge, as you land on the roof of your manor, you go through the secret hatch to get back down in, and Aliford is sitting waiting for you, standing waiting for you in the like dining room area where it comes down into. Late night, sir.
Yes. She's been drugged, and I have the rabbit over my shoulders.
Oh, indeed. Right. I will get the trauma kit.
Yes, and also we'll be having company.
Right. I will await a call. Put her on the table. I will address this formally. Do you know anything I should be aware of?
She's lost a lot of blood.
Understood. Do we know her type?
Whatever we have available, I suppose.
Right. Alchemical work it is. And you watch as he puts on gloves and begins like darting around the room, opening up cabinets and then opening up the backs of them to show like different supplies that you've hidden away. And he starts busying himself.
Yes, I need to go run tests. When the guests...
Yes, of course, sir. Yes.
Point them to the lab.
The lab, of course, sir. Your workshop is open. There is a sandwich already waiting for you. Do be inclined to eat it. If you don't, I will be right cross with you as he's working and like moving stuff around.
Partially hearing it, but I'm moving in. I'm just like starting to mutter about the tests that I'm going to run on the two samples that I have.
Gotcha. As the three of you make your way into the house, you walk up the ornate steps. The door is opened, and a dwarven, regal-looking man stands before you, taking off gloves that have a little bit of blood on them. Hello, welcome to the Andros estate. Can I take your coats?
I'm not wearing one.
Same.
Right.
Where is he?
Follow me. And he turns and begins to walk down the hall, the foyer in front of you.
Where are your names?
Jin Laurent, I haven't seen you since you were but a little girl.
Yes, it's been a while. I guess.
Grown quite well,
Thank you.
of course. And
Some-
Marzana. What was the last name? Merchant's child, correct?
Indeed, your memory is astounding, sir. Fournier
Yes.
is the word you're looking for.
Fournier, of course, yes. Ah, old time. And Serena, I do believe we may have passed by each other in during.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. All right, your friend is in good condition.
Oleg's with us too, right?
Yes, Oleg is behind you guys. She's in the dining room on the table. Fortunately, we do not have any sort of hospital beds, so the best we could do in the time that we had, but she could be moved momentarily to a bed for rest. Oleg speaks up from the back. When will she be awake? He looks... I'm not a doctor. I did what I could.
I am a butler, sir.
Does Butler Aliford recognize Oleg like he did for Sujin?
Give me an insight check.
It's a 12.
Possibly.
Alaford, do we have someplace secure, perhaps with bindings?
A dungeon?
Oh, you have one.
Well, of sorts.
Oleg, is Prim the only one who can, is there anything additional that needs to be done to make sure that you don't murder everybody?
Oh, yeah.
No, dungeon's probably for the best. Alford, why don't you take me there? You three meet up with Nightforge and
Do we actually have a dungeon?
you have a containment center, so that you can
Is that
hold people
true?
if need be.
They're fuzzy handcuffs, but
We all
they'll
know.
do in a pinch.
We all know you've never touched a woman or a man.
Bless him. Bless him. Okay.
As Oleg is walking away, Mara's going to just stop him for just a second. If she doesn't wake up, do not come back.
I don't know. But if this is goodbye for now, I love you.
Found you once, and I'll find you again. Even if this is it.
You always do. Also, kick him in the teeth for me.
Well, that hurt you later.
Well, yeah, but it'll hurt him now.
You've got it. I love you. Have a nice stay.
You can finish what we started.
I will. Promise.
Alfred from behind. Lord Draven. This way. And you watch as her leg stiffens up and goes, very well, Alfred. Very well.
I mean, I don't want to be specific, but is he even a lord anymore?
Not because of you.
I'll bring you some fresh linens. Where's our friend?
Oh, right, yes. He turns and how does somebody get into your secret lab?
I think I'm going spinning bookshelf, an oldie but a goodie.
Love it. Love it.
What's the book that you pull?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that.
I feel like it's like some childhood.
That's what
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. Is it's some sort of a like childhood like.
Yeah.
Like what's the fantasy like Scooby Doo like?
The
Yeah, I
Hardy
was
Boy.
thinking like what is
Yeah.
like the or like a Bill and Nye type like kids first science
Nerd.
book.
The Magic School Bus.
Yeah.
Miss
It'll be open
Frizzle.
though. It'll be. I didn't close it behind me because I was expecting you guys.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. So he just gestures to a slightly opened bookcase down the hallway a little bit. Please do try not to touch anything that you don't know what it does. There are some very highly dangerous and explosive elements in the laboratory, and well, I'll let the young lord explain the rest, but I
I'm
will be
glad
down
you-
momentarily.
Glad he
Let's get-
clarified, Sujin. I was planning on touching it.
I'm still going to, I think.
Oh, good.
I
Also,
hope he's I'm looking on the ground to see if there's like a trail of discarded metal pieces, hoping that he has unveiled himself and we don't have to bust open the can. Do you think he's still in that getup? I mean, we know who he is now.
Do we?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I know that you're new. Yes. You'll see. It's quite funny. He's um he's a nerd.
Is that not obvious from the, you know, gestures
I
to the whole thing?
I was hoping. I mean,
With
I
Flo,
don't.
badass.
You never know what's underneath there, but this is definitely unexpected, but funny. Let's go. And she like scampers in there.
As you guys make your way through the open bookshelf to a long hallway that then, I think, underground?
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
It leads
thinking
to
of
a.
it like a spiraling staircase.
I
and
was just about to say that.
Yep. And I feel like as you get closer, you can smell this like tinge of almost like ozone. You can almost feel like your hair standing on ends and like a buzzing. And as you get further down, you can see like a blowing blue light. Because in the center of the room is the arcane battery that's sort of like powering all of the various
Nukes.
gadgets and things. What?
The nukes.
Yeah, the nuke, and it's just like this big pulsing blue glowing orb. Kind of like one of those things when you touch your fingers on the glass, it like
Yeah.
shocks out at you. Um,
Still Night Forge, right now.
what?
Are you still
Is
in
he?
costume?
Oh, my back is to you, and you can see I'm like working on got like a big workbench with all sort of like alchemical setups. You
you-
can see my forge, or my father's forge, off to one side of the room. It's currently not like actively running, but you can still see like you can feel the heat off of it. It is also partially powered by this arcane battery. Um, you see on the table next to me my helmet sitting, but I'm still wearing many of the pieces. My like gauntlets are on the floor. And I trust Aliford showed you the necessary hospitalities.
Yeah. Do you get stuck halfway, or do you need? Is there like a
No,
button?
there was no time, unfortunately. He told you not to touch anything.
Mara pulls her hand away from what she was
Don't
touching.
touch that.
Oh.
That is extremely dangerous.
Hmm.
Well, then, this is a display of trust that I am not familiar with. But allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lord Pharos Andros II. Welcome to my home.
Thank you. I think she will like very disruptively like pop up and like sit on a bench, like moving her like using her butt to like move the stuff out of the way.
At the formal introduction, Mara's going to bob into like a perfect curtsy, slightly wry.
So you do have manners, and I'm kind of just like I'm like half paying attention to you guys at this point. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to distill the liquid red dream that I have and compare it to the vapor that I have trapped in the bottle, just to see how its properties are performing.
Yeah, I love that. Real quick, I just want to know what's Serena's reaction to seeing the young man that she also saw before
Oh yeah.
at council.
She backs up a little bit because he voted to install the king. So she's very
We don't know
concerned.
that.
Are we
Vote
still
in his
hearing?
honor,
Are we still
technically.
hearing each other's thoughts?
Has it been 2 hours?
No, it was
Okay,
only
good,
2
good,
hours.
good.
So
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's been 2 hours since we broke into the Veramontes house.
No, that's good. I was just curious if I would know why she's backing up. My guess is I probably wouldn't even like register it.
So he just voted to like say that we should vote for a new king. He didn't vote for Viramontes.
Correct.
Okay.
Serena's an idiot and thinks it's the same fucking thing. Let's be so for
Okay.
real.
Makes sense.
Just clarifying.
Farrell is also an idiot and got us into
Sujin,
this situation.
can I talk
Mhm.
to you over here real quick, please?
Oh, and she'll like hop off and like intentionally like move some stuff that like off center it as she's walking past.
Mara needs to listen casually.
She
What's
doesn't
that?
notice that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure we can trust this guy? Because at council chambers, whatever y'all call it, he voted to install the new king.
He what?
Yeah, I'm concerned.
Okay. Hold on. I know how to deal with this.
Okay.
She'll turn around and say, "Hey, Tinhead, did you vote for the new king?"
In a sense, well, technically, no. No, I am somewhat responsible for that. A slight political mismaneuver, unfortunately. But one as I've thought about it more, that I could use to my advantage, if there was more time. And I'm like sliding over, grabbing more, like knocking over powders and stuff.
Do you explain like the process as you're doing that of like what happened? Because Sujin is, social espionage, so I think she was.
No, right. Fuck. So what I thought would happen was that they would tear each other apart from the inside. It would sort of undermine the corrupt political system that has ingrained itself so heavily in our society, and they would eat each other alive. This is what I thought. What I did not anticipate is that they had already colluded.
Mhm.
You understand the word colluded. Um,
Serena.
and I'm going into a full. It was rigged. They voted me into lordship. Sorry about your boyfriend. They voted me into lordship as a maneuver.
Mara flicks something over.
But it was already set. The pieces were in place. Now, initially, this was something that vexed me greatly. Watch your feet, and I'm reaching under to grab. Yes. But in actuality, I think it is a rare opportunity, one which affords us. They trust me, or at least they will. I'll get close to Viramontes. I will learn his inner circles. I'll be the gopher boy, his little bitch, as it is. As he thinks of me, and as he underestimates me, I will destroy him and all those around him.
Ferris, I don't think we have enough time. There's not enough time for you to infiltrate, go everything.
Do you recall the part about him being immortal, or were you here for that, or were you?
That was a new piece of information, one that I did not have previously when I hatched the plan that I'm telling you now.
Right.
As I said, all of this hinged on us having more time, which we do not have.
So I have thoughts, okay, of what we saw at Viramontes' house. What if that was either a personal supply or a trial run?
You
And
saw
now
the house, there were thousands of them.
I know. I mean, when you have wealth of this magnitude, you need to build up your own, cachet, but now they're turning the whole city, perhaps.
What am I noticing between the two samples?
We will get to that in just a second.
Okay,
Serena, what were you going to say?
Because I feel like this makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm bleeding. So is it a personal supply you all said?
I don't know.
What he told me, Varkis, he being Varkis, that this is not how he usually makes it, that this is the Puppet King's whole thing. And as far as I know, I'm the only creation, to say the least. That is what I know.
What do you mean? What
So
is
do we
creation?
think-
What are you?
I don't actually really know. I eat blood, eat dreams. I live forever apparently. Also, if we're being all spreading our truths and honesty out here, I was the one that kind of called Varkis to the house. I thought you guys were gonna kill me, and I'm sorry. And I thought I could trust him. I couldn't trust him, and so I apologize greatly.
Fair enough.
That's all I have to say.
You're not the first to.
All right.
You don't- So, sounds like all things considered, it doesn't really matter. It was Oleg and his company that set things in motion, not us. So I would say no harm, no foul.
Good.
Danny, give me an Arcana check, a Nature check, and a Sleight of Hand check in that order, please.
Jesus.
Sleight of hand's not going to be good.
Do you want the help action?
It's like the scene from Ghost. Just wrap your hands around.
Well, so I'm going to do.
He's still suited up.
I'm only like partially suited. I've got like one free arm, a free hand, and my
Queasy
face.
him.
Okay, so the Arcana check is going to be an 18.
Okay.
The Nature check is going to be a 23.
Beautiful.
And the Sleight of Hand would only be an 11, but I'm going to burn my last flash of genius and assume that I have a gadget that helps me deal with this, and that'll be a 16 then.
Yeah. I think you the sleight of hand is mostly because you're not used to working in your lab with this many people and distractions around. So as you're pouring beakers and trying to move things over flame or heat things up, cause different chemical reactions. It's just keeping how are you keeping your focus? How are you consistently doing all this chemistry without fucking it up, basically. On an 18 Arcana check and a 23 Nature check, you find that the Red Dream is a compound made up of synthesized blood. Okay, but it is blood with a compound in it that you've from your studies abroad, from everything that you've learned. Dreaming releases a certain chemical compound that when it affects the brain is what causes the hallucinations. You find that mixed in with a synthesized blood, and with that Arcana check, you find that there is death magic, like some sort of necrotic magic involved in it. Not to a point of like causing any sort of harm, but enough is woven throughout the chemical makeup of this to leave an imprint. So that's just based off the vial of Red Dream that you were able to go through and synthesize and find out what exactly it was made up of. The vapor that you captured has distilled down to a liquid at this point, right? You're able to see that it's mostly made up of natural water. There's a natural mist that's in the air from all the waterfalls surrounding Valtressa, but there's trace amounts of Red Dream in it. Not enough, like, from just your testing to cause any sort of visible reaction in the body, but if somebody were to stay within the mists and consistently breathe them in, it would build up over time, especially if more and more was introduced into the mists or water surrounding Valtressa.
Okay. But so the big question I was trying to figure out how to answer is like, are they the same? What it sounds like is they're making a very concentrated version in Veramontis's basement, right?
You don't have samples from the basement to
Oh, but
cross-reference
I
with.
was I guess just assuming that well, okay, maybe I'm making a bad hyperleap here. I was thinking
Mhm.
that that's where the like distilled drug that we get is different than the vapor that was coming off the plants, or the disturbing of the plants is what put the vapor
So
into the water,
yeah,
right?
Oleg said that the plants that were disturbed gave off a pollen that when it touched the water caused the water to turn red. Prim fell in that water, had this reaction. Oleg got her back to the hideout where Serena drained her blood and said it tasted like red dream.
Is the blood the trigger? Like
Okay, so
that she drank it and it got in her bloodstream?
Absorbed through the skin, maybe?
Like if it like mixes with like it's safe when it's not in with your blood, but the blood makes that reaction. The blood is the
That's true with any drug, though.
You're true with any drug then.
No, I'm not. That wasn't a.
you got a good point. She's got a good point. Hmm.
I think we need more information.
I think that I don't actually have a 20 intelligence in real life. So I feel so close to,
Well,
but I feel like we need to go back and see these plants.
what if we haven't considered this, but Ghosty, I am right in assuming that the knowledge that I have from the dossiers on the 13 noble houses is what Sujin knows, correct?
Correct.
I think she'll like wherever Ferris has like a family like emblem or crest, she'll like walk over and like perhaps we should go visit another house who has dealings with this type of stuff. House Nocturne, perhaps.
They were looking to buy the Red Dream.
I feel like that and kind of the rumors about what they do, and she'll look over at Serena, especially Dr. Nocturne.
Do I know what she's talking about?
You have no fucking idea.
Serena's like looking side to side like, the fuck?
Serena, do you know what anyone's talking about at this
No,
point?
no, I
Just
don't.
like sitting in a room like,
The rumor I have is Dr. Nocturne was seen meeting in secret with Serena the Gentle, discussing controlled hunger.
Oh, that's
That's a
clearly a
rumor,
lie. I don't know what you're
sorry.
talking about.
Yeah, no. You would have met with Dr. Nocturne at one point. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
That is correct. Yeah, he's one of the people you would have found to talk about your ailments and like what was going on to try and find a cure.
Did he help me at all, or was he kind of just... No.
He couldn't help you.
They
I think
do
it was a
lot of-
mixture of like you not being very forthcoming
Yeah.
with what was going on with you, but also his like concern about a new face in Valtressa.
Yeah, gotcha.
They treated victims of the Lower Quarter Rebellion and only asked for hair, blood, and family lineage as payment. They have, medicinal tinctures that went missing and requested permanent seat on a high alchemical tribunal. And there's a lot of dream death cases where victims
Dream
have
death.
died. Victims have died in their sleep without injury and have risen. Now, this is just gossip, but perhaps maybe enough to send us for a visit for answers.
I mean, I met with him once. We can meet him again.
And
What general impression did you get of the man?
I wasn't being very forthcoming with him. He wasn't, he's like one of those people who's like, a new face in Valtressa. Oh, dear God. You know how it goes.
He's also
But what-
creepy as fuck.
He's also very
Oh,
fucking
creepy.
creepy. Like a lot of the men I seemingly somehow have interactions with in this campaign.
wait, are we talking
And
about
with that-
Matthias or are we talking about Senna?
Also do have Oleg down in the containment room. And Prim, who should have been moved to another location, Aliford said that he would be down momentarily. It's been quite some time since then.
And sorry, mosquito.
Got him.
I did. And also with the time it took us to get here, Oleg said he had a few hours. Are we like approaching on that time, do you think?
I would say you're approaching that time, yes.
Mara's gonna go check.
Okay, you head back upstairs.
Yeah, toward where's the dungeon?
No, it's not a real dungeon. It's
Sex dungeon, I understand.
no, it's also not a sex dungeon. It's
Okay.
actually a wine cellar, but it hasn't been used in some time. Anyways, you'll find him.
Directions, yes.
Yes, up the stairs, down the hall, go to the east wing, and you're going to take the 8th door on the right. That'll be a set of descending stairs. They will veer. You will go to the left. And you'll make 2 more lefts, and that will take you to the wine cellar. Now, please, I must focus.
She goes,
She's like hovering over you.
I'm making the house really big.
I love it.
Minor
I literally
lord.
described it as a small manor house, and you now just described, so it's like, this is perfect.
I feel like a small manor house still could have that many.
I don't know.
I've never been in a manor house. Danny?
My manor house wasn't quite this big. It only
Mm.
had 1 wine cellar, and there would have only been 7 doors on that wing of the house.
My bad.
Wait,
I'm
are
sorry.
we being serious? I don't know.
That
White
you know what?
people hate
Bully
me.
on me for bringing up an inside joke. I apologize.
How dare you?
Listen, I don't know why people think.
Mara, give me a perception check as you make your way to this 8th door.
Okay. Oh. I'm deciding whether or not to use one of my psionic dice. I'm not staring down a long rest anytime soon, am I?
We're gonna get a little nappy.
An 8-hour nap? I don't
Shout
think
out
so.
to you guys.
I could have Alfred make coffee.
I don't think that's gonna get me any of my. It's a 5. I'm not gonna
5?
use.
You make it there, no problem. No sign of like Aliford or Prim, but that's not who you're coming up here for. It's you have a very straight shot. You make it to this descending staircase. Down below, you see the remnants of what could have been a wine cellar, but it has been renovated partially. At the back wall, you see, and I'm going to take some creative freedom here, Danny. You see
Your house too.
a large metal framed tube with like glass panels around it, and inside you see propped up against the back of it, arms crossed, Oleg inside of it.
Can I just insight check his posture to see if I assume that it's him or Jack?
Yeah.
Dice. Put this dice in the chair. That's just a 10.
To the cuck chair.
Chair.
To the cuck chair.
Coming soon to an
Gotcha.
Untold Archive store near you.
Mhm.
He looks calm. He looks normal, as far as like just from his posture and like his eyes are closed. He's looking down, leaning back up against this wall here. As you approach, I'm assuming you're approaching.
Damn.
A single eye opens, and he looks up and he goes, "Any news?"
Mm. No updates. Nightforge is running some tests. Just double checking who I'm speaking with.
Who do you think?
Forgive me for being uncertain. Insight check. 14.
He shakes his head and goes, I meant about Prim.
I know. I'll check on her after this. I'll be honest, I came right here.
Of course.
I hadn't really planned what to say, honestly. I thought I'd find him. Had many insults prepared. I'd like to keep you entertained while you're in there.
It's appreciated. It can get a little dull, I assure you.
There's no way that he can be harnessed.
Harnessed. Leashed. Used. He was. But it wasn't a tight leash. Things he can do, Mara.
I know, we're just running low on options.
So what's the plan?
We need more information. We're gonna go talk to other people.
Who?
Mara just isn't. I just don't trust him. I just don't think it's him.
Sujin's screaming upstairs silently. You can't hear her.
Come here, as long as it's still you. Should be holding your hand or something.
Give me an investigation check to see if you can find how to open this containment unit.
Oh, dag nabbit, it's not bars. No, I'm not opening the door.
Shit.
It's a trap.
I
Mara,
I walk as close to him as I can.
Mara, if I can be of any help, I'd love to be, but I understand if you need to keep me in the dark.
Tease him.
So they're present during each other's interactions, but would I have any indication of if they like access each other's memories?
From what little you know about whatever's afflicting him, no. I don't think you would be aware if they can access each other's memories.
If this is maybe the last time we're together, maybe you can clear something up for me. Why did you refuse to marry me?
Mara, I don't want the last thing we talk about to be... You know how I feel about marriage.
You almost had me for a second there, Jack.
Fuck.
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
Stupid it.
Acting like him is... Oh, it makes me want to dry heave. And if I throw up in here, it's going to be the worst.
You didn't do an astounding job.
You believed me for so long, you
Oh,
dumb...
so long that I gave you so many plans, that I told you exactly what every question that you asked.
You believe me for long enough, which means in the future, maybe I can make you believe for longer.
we're going to get rid of you. I hope it hurts.
It would have hurt one of us. You see, a little Oleg was playing backseat driver the whole time. I was working with the big wigs. I was getting information, and I was doing things. And while you've been running around playing the grieving widow to a man that sounds like wouldn't even marry you, I was working directly with the Dream Eater.
You piece of shit.
You know, you mentioned that you've seen the Dream Eater.
Yeah, rather recently, actually.
She's going to do just a general insight check on the information that he's. It's a 16.
What are you looking for?
So he's like kind of taunting her with this information right now. She is trying to piece together like how to play it to get him to keep talking. Like, are there any, I don't know, maybe that's not an inside check thing. You think that you're very clever, Jack. But you're hiding behind a borrowed face. You don't wear it exceedingly well. And we have greater minds than yours who are working on their own, who didn't need to rely on someone else. Yes, I understand that you are a big, scary assassin. Absolutely horrifying. Terrifying, really. I'm shaking. But it's not even your hands that hold the blade, is it? You had to borrow those too.
Oh.
Got him.
I just don't think you're
closer.
as clever as you think.
Come closer.
Chewy.
I want to watch what this next bit of information does to you. What makes you think that I was put in here? You keep asking all these questions, assuming that I'm a parasite, that I'm borrowing a face. But Oleg never told you about childhood, did he? Oleg never told you about his family. Oleg never told you about his brother. Right? So many secrets for a man you declare to love so much. For, what did you say, a face that I hide behind? What time is it?
Oh,
Do I know?
I'm sure you'd have some form of watch on you, yeah.
I feel like as a flex, there'd be like grandfather clocks everywhere.
In the
Even in
prison.
this, yeah, even in this
With a
basement.
wine cellar, and you have to know if it's
Mhm.
1 o'clock.
You can tell it's well past midnight right now. It would be around like 2 in the morning.
Late.
And you left your friends off into another room, right? Left them all bustling around trying to solve a mystery that have all the answers to. You left that poor bunny rabbit, drained of blood, with a butler or defenseless butler.
Alford?
Alford, no!
Mara is running through every movement from when we first got back to the hideout. Do I have to do a history check?
Oh my god, he was there the whole time.
No, but I do need a perception check.
Fuck. Can you have advantage from Sujin for just cause?
It's a 15. I think I'm going to use one of my psionic
Oh god.
dice. I expend the roll only if it succeeds, so I will add my dice, and then only if it succeeds does it count against me. That's a 19.
Alfred said that he was going to move Prim to another room, but as you passed the dining room upstairs, she was still on the dining room table. See,
Okay.
I lied before when I said that I used to work for Varkis. I never stop. And he's saying hi to your friends right now. And you're stuck in here with me.
Oh no.
You piece of shit.
I haven't changed that statement that I made to you before. I don't care how long you've been in there. I don't care if he was born with you. You know what? I don't care if he's the one borrowing your face, because he's the one I'm keeping, and I will tear you from this body before the end. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go save my friends. Leaves.
Three of you down in the laboratory hear the sound of footsteps descending the spiral staircase. They stop
Oh no.
at the end.
Look.
You turn around to see Alford. As his body drops to the ground behind him, Varkis looks around. Quite the
Son of a bitch.
quite the setup in here. Farther than I think anyone has gotten in the arcane in many centuries. Tell me, which one of you built this place?
That would be me.
Ah, the Andros boy. Heard much about you from my associates. Sujin, we have not had the pleasure of meeting, but I've heard beautiful things about your work. Your work with the Salad Mask, and recently on your own. The Blade for Hire, joining the Rebellion. Quite the resume. Hello, Serena. You beat me to it. Congratulations.
Where's Mara?
Mara, she is visiting an associate of mine currently. She'll be with us shortly, I assure you.
And I'm assuming that Prim is also...
Bleeding to death on your dining room table, yes. figured it would be nicer for her to go in her sleep. Lovely dreams, though, I assure you.
Except she won't.
Is there another exit? Asujin's looking for another exit down here.
Give me an investigation check. It'll be a pretty high DC because you've never been down here before.
17.
He looks and goes, your circle, very tricky work. It took me far too long to trace it back to its origin point, but it was far too easy to find out who rented the room and really work on your aliases.
Of course, I'll be my first priority when we get out of here.
Oh, gosh, that is. I'm so sorry. That was foolish of me. In retrospect, giving you pointers for the future, it's a fool's errand. Huh. Serena, come along. You don't have to be here for this.
Oh my gosh, hold on. Do I have any subtle spells left?
She's gonna walk over to walking over to Ferris.
Yeah, I'm like slightly angling towards the arcane battery.
We all gonna meet our makers today, baby. We're going together.
Okay. Okay, Serena, I will not be going with you. And then I'm going to try to cast Guiding Bolt at 5th level at him.
Okay.
A 22 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh!
Fuck. But you do it. Do you do it in the room we see it?
Yeah, I do.
Are we in initiative?
You watch as it hits him. You watch as it hits him and kind of just splashes around him. He looks at you and shakes his head. I'll be patient with you, Serena.
Fucking creep.
Sorry for what you're about to witness.
Asshole, I'm going to stop you right there. Really quick, if I may. You remarked on the lab. I would agree with you, it is most excellent. Where I will correct you is that this is not magic, this is technology. And I understand to the lesser mind that would seem to be the same thing. What we have here is an arcane battery storing the last 5 years worth of all of the arcane abilities that I have channeled into it, enough to level not only the heights but up to the brass quarter. Now, I believe that you were able to shrug off our little magical effect due to your very strong, but I imagine even this would hurt you quite badly. Or at very least it would fuck with your plans.
You built a bomb.
It has several uses.
Interesting. And so your proposal is, if I step forward like this, he takes a step, your hand will go to that. And if I move again, you will set it off? What I love about this is that you're making a far larger gamble than I am. Because I know that I will survive and that Serena will survive, but you will be taken off my list of problems.
Bears.
So, tell me, young noble. Who really has their finger on the trigger here? Now, I would tell you... What? Say that again. could deal with you now, or even better. Okay, you three. 4. He looks up, and Mara, you've reached the stairs.
Oh, I can reach the stairs. That's okay.
Yep.
That's okay.
What were you going to do?
Upon leaving the room,
Mhm.
first, I'm going to look back one last time at Jack. And, you want to know how you gave yourself away? I'm the one who refused him.
Oh.
So, start storing through those memories so that next time you'll have the right answers. You have years and years to go through. All my love. Bye-bye, sweetums. And then she goes to Prim instead of...
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unless it is easier
Nope.
for me to go up the stairs.
No, in that time frame, that would work, that you go to Prim first. Prim lays on the table, the same as you saw her before. But she's still. And then after a moment, you watch as she sits up, and you watch as her neck begins to stitch back together as the death ward that Serena put on her takes effect. And she looks around.
Prim, there is no time. Look at me. Can you bring Oleg back right now?
Yes. Yes.
I-
Yes. Where is he?
Varkis is here. Follow. Oleg is this way.
Okay. And you begin to go back. Yeah, you lead her back to Jack, who sits there and goes, "How?"
Can't give away all of our secrets now. Off you go, good little boy. Fetch the boss.
Fine. And he kicks at the glass in front of you, and you watch as the front of it falls off. He'll just try to kill you.
Blades in my hands.
Mm.
Darling, this is the part where I hurt him, so open those eyes.
Prim steps forward and begins to chant as a purplish, like yellow light begins to form. And he goes, "Fine." And he steps forward, and Prim shoves her hands forward to that amulet on his chest, and it begins to cycle through, and his eyes roll to the back of his head before they come back again. How long?
What's the last thing you remember?
Aliford. There was a man. We have to go.
We have to... He's already there.
We have to go.
They're still down there.
What do you... Let me escape.
All of us.
You and me. If the Dream Eater is here, there's no fighting him, Mara.
Seems logical.
Sujin is down there.
Ujin is dead. Come with me. We can figure something out, but if we fight him, we'll die. Without the gods, there's no stopping him.
about if she's still alive?
Okay. And Prim looks up and goes, Oleg, you're risking everything. Everything that we've done. I know.
I love you so much.
I love you too. Now let's go die.
One last time, it'll be glorious.
Don't touch the bomb. Why are you gonna tell him the bomb?
And you guys make your way back to the lab. Yeah. So you hear from the top down below. Come on down. Oleg looks at you. Goes, you're sure? Because if you are, I am.
He thinks you're Jack. He thinks you're Jack. Chewbacca me down there.
Chewbacca!
It's come
Jack
full
said that
circle.
Jack's been working with him the whole time.
Oh, okay. All right, I love you. And I'm so sorry.
Do what you have to. She
Gotcha.
presents.
He goes, I'm not gonna punch. What do you mean? I'm not gonna. Why would I? No. He pulls out a dagger. And he goes, just come here. And he puts a dagger to your neck and begins to guide you down the stairs. He gets to the bottom of the stairs, and Varkis turns and kind of moves to the side. He goes, oh. I'm gonna make a roll real quick.
Mara.
I
I'm
will
going-
kill you for this. She's talking to Varkis.
Mara, I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh. Yes, no, do shoot him. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to until you made it sound like you want me to. So now I don't think I should.
That's Oleg talking.
Oh. Yeah.
Just go ahead.
Fuck you.
Shoot him.
No, just mind all of the explosives down here.
Can I shoot him in the leg? I look at Mara and I was like,
He moves you into the room past Varkis. Varkis goes, Jack, this was not the plan. But suppose with you're all here now. So, here's the fun part. I'm going to let you all live. Yes, of course. Celebrate, clap. Do the thing that all the people do when they are excited to, struggle for breath a few moments longer.
Mara spits on his feet as much as she can through the dagger.
You feel Oleg tighten it around you. Goes, Jack, let her go. Let her be with her friends. Go on. And he slowly releases you. And kind of not shoves you, but pushes you towards them. As he turns to stand next to Varkis. He goes, you see, I have far more important matters than this city right now that have to be dealt with. So, struggle, flounder, try and figure out my plans, try to undermine them or ruin them. In the grand scheme of things, anything you do does not matter to me. Because I have the ultimate weapon on my side. Time. I can wait you out. My plans do not have to happen today or tomorrow or a year from now. I can execute them at any time. To struggle, as it entertains me. Blow your laboratory up. Investigate. But just know that the moment this stops being fun for me, I could kill you like I killed the butler. Like I killed the rabbit.
Hopefully Prim is hiding somewhere.
Can Serena tell if her spell worked or not? Or she just...
Oh, I don't think you would have like any indication of it. No.
Okay.
So with that, I bid you all good night. Serena, I understand that you are going to do what you're going to do. I will not hold it against you. As two immortal beings, I understand. Eventually, one day, we will see eye to eye. You ready to go, Jack? Oleg looks, says, "Do you want me to leave them be?" He goes, "Oh yes, I'm done with having you play as the rebellion leader and you know, whatever it is you've been playing at. I don't care for it. So you can go back to working for the Divine Chain now. We have a new member. I think you'll really like him. He has a sort of family resemblance." And he grabs Jack or Oleg, and they disappear.
That was Sujin. And Kamara like collapses into Sujin's arms.
God, she's just letting her.
It wasn't Jack.
Wait, what?
Prim's alive, and she brought him back. And now he's there, but he won't know, and he's going to figure it out, and he's going to kill him.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Oleg has obviously irritably been able to take care of himself. I feel like this will be no different, and we will get to him as quickly as possible so that we can help him. But this is a good thing.
How is this good?
Because he's alive, and he is him. And you know where he'll be this time.
Do we? Do we have any idea where they're meeting their golden chain?
We'll find out. We'll find out.
We need Prim.
Oh,
Or Alaford.
I was just waiting my turn.
Okay, yeah. No one answers.
Hauling ass back up the stairs.
Same.
He's gone.
Alaford's
She's gone?
Gone.
Makes sense.
What?
She never came with you.
Oh, shit.
Can I do a retroactive insight check to see?
No.
What's the condition of Alaford?
Throat slit, lying on the ground, pale, not moving.
Straight up dead. I'm gonna make a bad attempt at like stabilizing him with the paltry means I have, but it is a 4, and I'm out of
Stroke.
it's no longer stroke my genius. Yeah. Can someone help me?
Serena will come over. Can I do a medicine check to see if he's like a pulse or anything? Faint?
Sure.
Ooh, 18 plus 9. Whatever that is. 20. Yeah, that. Nothing?
There's no pulse.
I will cast Gentle Repose. So for 10 days, he will not decay. And maybe in 10 days we could find someone to bring him back.
Can't you do it?
I only have Revivify, and that's less than a minute. Since he's been dead. That's all I got.
It's been less than a minute.
Oh, it's been like, oh, then shit. I'm gonna just Revivify his ass.
He just monologued. That he.
Yeah, so then I'll just Revivify him. Ooh.
Okay. Your magic seeps over him. Ooh. What is your magic?
Do you have magic anymore?
Oh, I have a shit ton of magic, man. I haven't used shit.
You don't have a god. That's
You're
what he
not a
said.
god.
I mean, I still.
No, she has a god.
I have a god.
How does Serena feel about her magic as she feels it wash over Aliford and it feels like Varkis?
Ooh, ugh. She feels very dirty about it. She does not like it at all. I'm gonna put that on the clips later. Anyways,
I'm gonna point out there's been nothing sexual about Varkis at all.
He's a
There's
creep,
no
bro.
undertones. There's
Other
been
than the
nothing
grooming.
the
regarding
grooming.
anything regarding that.
Coffee breath.
Anyway, you watch as his throat begins to stitch itself back up, and together, his body begins to like grow in color once more, and his chest starts to move up and down before his eyes flutter open. He goes, "Oh, indeed, I must have slipped and fallen down the steps, I suppose, or I took a nap in the most inconvenient of places. Oh,
In a manner of speaking, yes.
my clothing is damp. I must have spilled a beverage of yours. My apologies, sir. I will clean this up, and I will get
Help
another
him
for you."
to his feet, or I like crouch down to his gnomish height, and I give him a hug.
Oh, sir, this company. Oh, very well.
Wait.
It's extenuating circumstances.
Indeed.
It's good to have you back.
Back.
Oh,
Oh, yes, the prisoner. Right. I didn't put him in his confinement. I should go finish that. But I not.
no, there's
No
no need. They've left. It would seem that for the second time in the last 2 days, I've made a very big calculated error, Aliford. The prisoner was more dangerous than I had originally assumed.
Oh, indeed. Right. Well,
Do I get the sense, this is thinking back a little bit, do I get the sense that there was any level of concern for blowing us all to hell from Coffee Breath?
from Varkis?
Yeah.
Don't start calling him. I put a lot of work into this freaking BBEG for you guys. Don't start calling him fucking
No,
coffee
he's
breath.
great.
Come on.
He's great.
Come
But
on.
he's a little rapey. But
He's a little.
Coffee breath, little guy like that. No, you saw no concern when you explained to him what that could do. Now, whether or not he was just calling your bluff, or if he really had no fear of you detonating what is basically an arcana atomic bomb.
I'm assuming that he wouldn't have, but I was just curious. I feel like it would have been something I would have taken note of, or at least tried to. I was probably sweating a lot, though. I was still partially wearing my suit.
That's fair.
Ooh, it was hot in there. I knew it.
There's no AC.
Yes, no cooling regulators whatsoever.
There's just no
Right.
time to develop such things. Um, shit.
Sir,
Yeah.
I hate to stand on business while company is over, but did you remember your meeting tonight?
Tonight, I had thought that there was I thought we had a luncheon or something with the lady Alethi.
Mara's my pointed orcish ears prick.
It was a luncheon, was it not?
Who?
No, it's not. The widow Alethi. It's not important.
She. You've spoken to her.
No, she sent a.
You've had contact with her, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yes, the widow Alenti sent a message to the Lord to meet
The one
regarding
who-
political matters.
So a woman who has been missing for 2 years sends you a message, and you don't think that that's.
No, yes, I found it intriguing. That's why I took the luncheon. It's not like I have abundant time, okay? I fight crime at night and I'm a lord by day. There's a lot of fucking work to be done. I barely sleep.
This
Obviously, look
I'm-
at all the inventions
I'm-
I'm making. I'm not just.
Ferris.
Preach, sir.
Lord. I. Forgive me. She is a very dear friend of mine, and she has been missing for 2 years.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Tonight?
Tonight.
Aliford?
Yes,
No, I thought it was a luncheon. You know how I get my schedules.
completely fine. I can
I think
change it
it's
to a
like-
luncheon if you'd like.
No,
No.
we can keep the time, obviously.
Okay, very well. Yes, tonight, 6 o'clock in the map, the Scholars Enclave, one of our own
Yeah.
personal-owned restaurants. I wish to remind you because she has added a second.
A second.
Yes, she says that I don't know the truth of this, to be exact, but she says that the head of House Diamore will be in attendance.
What?
Oh. Well, this just keeps getting more and more interesting.
Any chance you'd like a +1?
As a matter of fact, I think I very much would.
Aliford,
Yes.
do you have anything less leather?
Grotesque? Oh,
Gro-
leather, yes, of course.
I will have
I
you know,
have-
this is extremely tactical.
Indeed,
Right,
but
that's
for a
exactly
luncheon?
the problem. Yes, it's not for a luncheon.
Obviously, that's why I asked.
Also, let me correct myself, sir. You're getting on my nerves with this. It is a dinner. But, yes, I suppose I could find you something more suitable. However, the Lady Laurent, I believe, have more luck in that regard.
I wasn't sure if
Yes, I don't-
if you have had ladies that leave things. Probably not, though.
Sorry, sir. I forget myself.
Listen, you died tonight. It's been a sort of weird time for all of us.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's not red wine on your shirt. That's your own blood. Your throat was slit. Listen, there's not a lot of time to get into it. I almost had to enact the protocol out of the fort.
Zombie apocalypse.
No, well, similar protocol, but a different one.
Ah, yes, the
O-
if I don't come back
Operation-
protocol.
No, fuck. No, I was talking about the.
Yes, the if I don't come back protocol.
No, fuck. Everyone, shut the fuck up. The
You
I
have
almost-
company over. Language.
the make this city a big giant crater protocol.
Okay, yes, the zombie apocalypse protocol. You keep
that's what we're
renaming
calling
these
it.
protocols.
Honestly, I thought you meant for a real zombie apocalypse.
Well, yes. What else are we gonna do? Leave the city standing?
No, obviously we would blow it up. Listen, we're getting distracted. I need to think. And we need...
We need to find Prim.
You need to rest.
Yes, we need rest. But, yes. I feel like we're up against something that maybe is a bit beyond us.
Do you think? What gave it away?
I think...
That he's locked up all of the gods. That he's
No.
imprisoned them.
I would say specifically when he was staring down the biggest bomb that likely this world has ever seen, and it didn't even break a sweat. But yeah, probably the chaining gods thing. I was unaware of that up until just this moment.
We know that.
Wait,
No.
wait.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wait, time out.
Oleg's not
times.
here.
Call times.
Oleg's
Call
not here.
times. Do we know this?
No.
Is this a known
No,
thing?
Mara's
But do you
just
know
giving
that-
that away.
Mara knows it.
Mara knows it.
A question.
Oh, I thought that was Serena making a
Yeah.
mistake.
Did Varkis tell me he locked them up, or did I just assume that he killed them?
That's up to you. He didn't tell you.
He
Though,
didn't
that,
say
that
anything
he killed
specific.
them.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
No, he just said that they had their
their whole thing. Yeah. Okay.
words. That go back and watch the replay. Anyway,
What is this?
Shameless plug. Right, so we need some time to prepare. Perhaps we'll have clearer heads in the morning. It's not like there's any risk of them finding us here. Right? He already knows where we are.
No one has questions. I just dropped that on you. and you're just
I
gonna-
have a
Go
lot
on.
of questions
this is-
actually.
I too have questions, but I feel like they can take a back seat for a
I
bit.
think you need to lay down, sir. You have 1 health. I think you need to go take a nap.
Madam, if you think that me being at 1 health has changed anything about my career being the Andros butler, you would have another thing coming.
Yes.
Sir, I
It's
just
sort
brought you
of
back to
like-
life. I don't know you like that, so
Madam,
Any,
please.
anyway.
He takes pride in the-
I'm going to go get some rooms prepared for the 3 of you.
Yes.
I
do
assume
that.
you'll be
That's what I
staying
do
here
put a hand on
tonight.
you. I'm going to give you a cure wounds. I put a hand on your shoulder. It's all I can spare.
Fair.
You, sir. You good butler, sir.
Does Prim still
Indulge-
have my necklace? Damn it,
Yeah,
Prim.
she ran with that shit.
Alaford can indulge himself in a... Sorry, I thought this would pull up faster. In a zesty... Oh, it's 2d8.
Ooh.
5 plus... He can give himself a tasty 10 hit points back.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh, he's probably up to like half.
He's, I don't know, what's a butler stop block?
What's a butler step
Yeah,
block?
right.
It's a dude, but a dude who takes his job seriously.
Alaford is surprisingly much stockier than you'd think.
Okay,
Stock. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
let's go.
Yep.
Well,
So, Mara, you said that the gods are imprisoned? Where?
– 12 years ago, when Oleg went missing, he was looking for something. He was looking for a way into the Celestial Bank. The city was built around it. Have you ever wondered why magic only works in the city?
Not particularly, no.
Well, you have an answer. Serena doesn't wonder about much of it.
No, she doesn't.
not a damn thought in that head.
It's a smooth braid.
That's where the gods are locked away.
So they're
That-
all there right now? And we're sitting here because...
because
That was a random mad 3-year-old.
Do we care? Like, why do we care?
Because she's my child.
Jen goes in
And
the
that
corner.
is why we care.
Yeah, that is why I care.
I'm too deep right now, you guys.
Sorry.
I'm taking the gummy. We can't do it.
I broke Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Jen, no!
Somebody mute me.
I think on that note, that is where we will end tonight's session.
I'll pick up
The
this
mercy
story.
rule.
I'll pick up this story
Yeah.
next week.
We will pick up the
I'm
story. It's
sorry.
not Jen. I'm not ending it because of you. You're good. But this is quite funny. Before we go, everyone go ahead and mark down a long rest. You will be taking it.
Oh,
I
thanks
will
to
be
heaven.
fresh
Just
and
like
ready.
the fact that Mara will be pacing all night.
Well, then
please-
take a point of
I will-
exhaustion.
No, okay, I will take a point of exhaustion. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna
Do
go
not
to
do
sleep.
that to
I'm gonna fucking
yourself.
sleep. I'm not going to.
Yeah, the first level of exhaustion is pretty brutal.
I won't do it. I will sleep.
Oh.